Good morning, dear students. Welcome back again with a new lesson of Science 2 Life Process in Living Organisms. Before that, I would like to give you good news that the portion of 10 sand has been reduced due to COVID 19, approximately 25%, whose video which I have already sent it. Just go through the videos. Now, come back here. Living organisms on life process. Internal organs plus external organs. Internal organs which we cannot see inside the body. External organs which we can see with your naked eyes like hands, legs, etc. Internal organs plus external organs plus various system the process which is being taking place inside our body. For example, digestive system, process of digestion. Then respiratory system, process of taking in oxygen, giving out carbon dioxide and releasing energy. Then circulatory, blood circulation, heart to all parts of the body and from all parts of the body to heart and lungs. Excretory system, process of removal of waste material from the body. Then central nervous system, a control system. Various activities are being done by our body, activities and process and system that is being controlled by the central nervous system. So with these systems are being carried out with a systematic order in a controlled and coordinated manner. This is all process which is taking place in our body. Then in order to carry out these activities we require energy. Now energy is being consumed in the form of carbohydrates, proteins and fats. See how it is being done. Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, main sources of energy harvested by mitochondria present inside each cell. Now mitochondria is also called as powerhouse of the cell. Why? Because oxygen is being oxidation takes place and energy is released in the form of ATP. ATP is just like a currency. In our world, rupee is the currency with the help of which we can buy or sell anything. Same way, in our body the currency is ATP. If you want energy, oxidize it, we get energy in the form of ATP molecules. Human being consume fruits and vegetables to obtain nutrients like carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, proteins, etc. Sources of carbohydrates: milk, sugar, fruits, jaggery, good, then cane, vegetables, and cereals like rice, wheat, jowar, etc. These are the sources of carbohydrates. The energy obtained from the carbohydrates is 4 kilocalorie per gram, means 4000 calories. Now living organisms and their introduction. Level of respiration in living organisms. How respiration takes place in different process, different steps. First step or simple process of respiration is what? O2 and CO2, taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide, releasing energy in the form of ATP molecules. O2 and CO2 are exchanged between the body and surrounding. Next is deeper level, cellular level, inside the cell. Foodstuffs are oxidized with or without oxygen. So oxidation takes place either in the presence of oxygen or in the absence of oxygen. If it is done in the presence of oxygen, it is called aerobic, and if it is done in the absence of oxygen, it is called as anaerobic. Cellular respiration, it is the process of step-by-step oxidation of glucose in the cell to release energy in the form of ATP. Now here, respiration is of two forms. First one, aerobic respiration. Aerobic, presence of oxygen. Anaerobic, oxygen is not involved. Then, first of all, aerobic respiration. Glucose is oxidized in the following three steps. So now those three major steps very important from the exam point of view. First step, glycolysis. Glyco means glucose, lysis means splitting. So six carbon molecule is there inside it, which is further splitted up into 3C. So that is glycolysis is converted into Pa. Pa implies what? Pyruvic acid. So first step, glycolysis. It takes place inside the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm cell constitutes of outer cell wall, and in the center is nucleus. Between this nucleus and the cell, there is semi-liquid substances present in, we call it as cytoplasm. So the first step, that glycolysis takes place in the cytoplasm. Glycolysis means splitting, gets converted into pyruvic acid, that is Pa, P and A. Then ATP, adenosine triphosphate, water, then NADH2. So here one molecule of glucose gets converted into pyruvic acid, ATP, CO2. Here each will be of 2 molecules. Further, pyruvic acid gets converted into molecules of acetyl coenzyme. Acetyl CoA coenzyme. Remember, glucose to glycolysis. Glucose gets converted into pyruvic acid with the help of glycolysis. Then pyruvic acid gets converted into acetyl coenzyme, releasing NADH2 and CO2, each 2 molecules. Now, what is NADH2? The full form of NADH2 is dinicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. Now, this is nothing but, you can call it as a note of certain value of ATP. Like for example, चिल्लर और नोट. ATP क्या है? चिल्लर, छुट्टा. एंड NADH2 एंड FADH2 क्या है? नोट है. 2 रुपये का नोट है, 3 रुपये का, 4 रुपये का, ऐसा नोट है. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग. सो हियर pyruvic acid converts it into molecules of acetyl coenzyme, releasing NADH2 and CO2, each 2 molecules. The second step, which we also call as Krebs cycle or TCA, tricarboxylic acid cycle. It occurs in mitochondria. First step occurs in cytoplasm, second step occurs in mitochondria, which we call it as powerhouse of the cell. Acetyl part of acetyl coenzyme is completely oxidized in this cyclic process. Acetyl coenzyme, 2 part is there. So, one part of it gets converted into, or it is completely oxidized. The acetyl part of the acetyl coenzyme, that is first part of it, is completely oxidized. Then molecules like CO2, H2O, NADH2, FADH2 are derived. Step 3 is also called as ETC, electron transfer chain. It is operated only in mitochondria. What are being released or formed? NADH2 and FADH2 participate in this reaction. One molecule of NADH2 implies 3 ATP and one molecule of FADH2 implies 2 ATP. Thus, glucose gives, by the process of aerobic respiration, gives CO2 plus H2O plus energy. That's all for today.